Welding performance, welding procedure specification requirements. Prior to any fabrication qualified procurement qualification records, you will generate with the welding procedure specification form with the document welding procedure specification delivered to the procurement contractor office for the approval of the plan when required for the values listed work performance specification determine the level of range of section 5.4 with the view of the actual value of the required procurement qualification regular performance reference point with the chain with the essential variable that allows out with the welding performance specification range shall require with the procurement new procedure qualification record to create with a supplemental work performance specification shall with the detail with the end with the responsible to represent with the chain with the welding performance specification supporting documentation perform the requirements of the same with the supporting procurement qualification record with the welding performance specification and they may have with the more than one support with the procedure qualification record with the procedure qualification record with the procedure qualification record that may support more than one welding performance specification supporting with the performance qualification record shall be with the weldability compatibility with the original qualification intent with the preserve limitations each of the essential variable to grow with the welding performance specification act with the welding performance specification and valuable variable to all welding performance specification essential variable to shall in accordance within 551 table of 5 with any chain with essential variable to exit with the welding performance specification range is lifted to 5.4 with the required qualification minimum travel speed with the recommended shape of the meet with the travel speed with the table to the outline with the welding performance specification table show the display with the amperage voltage value with the versus the voltage value with the result of the minimum travel with the speed with the shall meet with the not exceed with the maximum heat input with the value with the each of the amperage and the voltage. Table of 614 show the example of the minimum travel speed with the table of welding performance specification is a requirement of the procedure transfer with the transfer of qualified procedure between the site with the entry shop with the person permissible to provide with the requirements state with the quality with the assurance manual with the document or mail with the technician with the notify with the procuring contact with the officer with the train for the prior with the new site with the field service welding repair 311 activity considered the same with the entry with the provide with the both the one personnel with the performance of welding where shall be with the same with the two with the guy with the same and the quality assurance with the manual with the original work with the perform under the transfer of the class 1 welding performance specification sheet with the sub with the welding performance specification the last one with the transfer with the sub with the under the activity contract with the contract and sub with the shall be done in the henceforth with the transfer with the welding performance specification and support and performance qualification record include all test results are provided with the transfer of the transfer shall pass with the validation test of the before welding performance specification. Welding performance specification and support with the supporting procurement qualification record for the validation performance qualification record. The testers will be submitted for the procuring contract officer private to use. Welding performance specification training for the shall meet the following requirements all required with the testing performed in accordance with the table 6 with the 5.7 and 5.9. Successful PPI has been performed in accordance with the requirement of the appendix A with all of the required non-restricted with the testing result with the list of the original procurement qualification record applicable with supplemental procurement qualification record with the desired welding performance specification training with the essential variables of standard met with the record with the original performance qualification record and applicable supplemental procurement qualification record with the class 1 work performance specification training for the note with the procedure qualification record with the class 1 work welding performance specification training for the missing with these requirements supplemental performance qualification record prepared in accordance with 534 with the original with the validation work performance specification training for the transfer shall prepare with the validation testing plate with the welding parameter record with the original performance qualification record applicable with the supplemental performance qualification record with a plus or minus 3 kilojoules over the inch for the original heat input welded validation plate with the shall be subject to the bid and the required with the 9 joule non-restricted with the testing of the table of 5, 6 and table 5, 7 and required with the document exceed with the PPI personal performance and shit, I almost remembered what that is. The restrict of the test result of not less than 5% of the below of the result recorded with the restrict of the test result shown on the performance qualification record with the applicable supplement performance qualification record with all the validation testing results shall be the list of the performance qualification record with the differentiate of the original performance qualification record application supplemental performance qualification record validation class of the one with the welding performance specification certified with the transfer with the responsible representative of the performance qualification procedure specification permanent mark, including additional with the validation performance qualification record, should be uniquely identified with the traceability of validation procurement qualification record to include with the intent of the result along with the name with the signature of the date involved with the validation testing profit transfer validated work performance specification. All support documentation should be delivered with the procuring contract officer for the upon request C5542 with the class 2 and 3 and 4 procedure transfers of the transfer of the procedure between the entity with the include with the sub-entity with the class 2, 3, and 4 with the welds will be prohibited and with the responsibility each of the entity qualified with the class 2 and 3 and 4 welds in accordance with this document. Contracted sub-entity with the qualifications and responsibility entity with the ensure with the contracted sub-entity with the have their own qualified procedure to meet all of the requirements of the document, welding performance specification trained with the contracted sub-entity with the C554 with the failure with the contracted sub-entity level of the welding related to the issue with the indicated significant quality with the concern may include corrective action required with the procedure with the major of the critical defect with the systematic welding failure with the welding and welder negligence type of the issue with the required with the government audit with the welding quality system and determining conformance with the document with the contractor could it include but not limited to welder supply quality audit of the qualification and approval of the process audits and related inspection audits. Work performance specification revisions is changed with the welding performance specification of the document of the provided of the welding performance specification authorized the date of the entity with the responsible representative of the entity shall notify for the procurement of the contractor of the change that was made with the revised welding performance specification. Any support documentation delivered to the procurement contractor office upon request welding performance specification record retention welding record welding procedure specification should be identified by the manager level of permanent traceability welding performance specification should be retained as long as the welding performance specification is applicable to the documentation of the performance qualification of the test, the record with the detail of the welding procedure show with the kept with along with the welding performance specifications over the procurement qualification record is applicable to the welding performance specification procurement qualification record. Associated testing should be delivered to the procurement contractor office upon requesting welding performance qualification. Requirement, type of the number of visitors for the specimen of the procedure of the qualification over the both the welded class of the type of the identified over the table of 15 with each evidence established with each of the welder operator employed with the welding have of the qualified to demonstrate with the ability of the procedure weld which meet with the requirements of this document and established with is able to maintain with the valid qualification of each of the welding operator with the corners with the documentation prior with the assigning with any of the welder operator to the welding any of the contract delivered with the clones. Welding qualification record with the individual document result of the welder qualification record everything within welding qualification record over every welder operator welding qualification record shall deliver the procurement qualification contracting officer with a review with their approval upon the request of welding qualification record shall be maintained with the entirety over the welder operator's term of the employment period of the performance of the contract, whichever the grade of the welding qualification record example is shown figure B3 of the welding qualification record shall include the minimum entity of the welder operator identification date of the test welding performance specification used for the welding qualification record essential variable list in table of 5 of the non-strictly test inspecting information. Any request result of the applicable qualification test entity with the responsible representative the signature of the welder operator performance qualification qualified welding performance specification should be used with either the welding operation qualification plate qualifying of the welder shall not be qualified with the individual welder operative device for the welder performance qualification measure for the ability to create the test plate with which may be the acceptable criteria for the chain of the welding operator performance qualification with the ability with the successfully operated with the welding operator with the procedure with the test plate which may be the acceptance of the criteria with the standard person tending to the robotic work with the work cell with loading and unloading parts shall not require the qualification robotic qualification is required of the programmer, the operator who he has set up with the input with the arc motion and the work motion device of the torch path with all associated welding parameters, the robotic control of the teach of the pendant with the specific weldment with the part of the program of the duty of the robot tended with include with additional responsible for the visual inspection profit the monitoring of the robot tended with the appropriate training with the further task. Class 1, prior with the Class 1 weld with the welding operator, qualified and with the document of the qualification test plate with the shell to be fabricated with the corner of the test plate with the shell with the shown figure 6 and 7 and complete with the joint penetration. Both this plate show the view of the back gouging of the complete joint penetration of the qualification figure 6 which shall qualify the welding operator of an eighth of an inch or the 3/4 of an inch qualification figure 7 is qualified with the welder operator of the quarter eighth of an inch with the limited thickness of welder operators qualified the figure 7 and shall with the qualified the figure 6 for the shell with the requirement of 5.632 with the use of the temporary back material with the permanent during the qualification position according with the table 16 in a complete test plate showing the volumetric inspection. C590 destructive testing in accordance with the Table 6 and 5.7 the Class 2 and the 3 and 4. Prior to welding Class 2, 3, and 4 with the welding operator qualified in accordance with the document. All of the required qualification test play with the accordance with the 6 test play with the assembly is shown on the figure 8 with the 3 with A, figure 13 with the base on the top of the position with the qualification and joint with the design, similar joint design. Fine military standard 22 with the fine with the qualified work performance specification for the which of the welder is testing is to be made with the combination flow of the typical and counter joint preparation practices in production. Test plates are utilized with the backing back averaging concerned with the complete joint penetration of the required with the qualification over the backing with the remove of the prior with the exemption of the permanent backing of the 3 inch of the wide with the greater of the main retained and non-destructive testing is applicable with the qualification position according with the Table 16 and the 17 qualification Class 1 work qualification welding qualification record to qualify the welder the operator to perform all classes of the welding. However, the Class 2 and 3 and 4 of the work welding qualification record should only qualify the welding operator to perform Class 2, 3, and 4 welds. All groove fillet welds destructively tested in accordance with the requirement of the Table 15 with the 5.7 of the volumetric inspection with may be performed with the place of the bending of the testing permanent backing material with the remove of the volumetric inspection before destructive testing and the complete jointed penetration. Groove welds shall qualify the plug with a slot weld with the plug and slot weld only with the figure 11 of the macro etch with the plug with the slug weld with the qualification shall have no craft with shall have no fusion with the backing of the joint root extra qualification for the welding non-armor graded for the welding Class 2 with the 3 and 4 with the having involved with the non-armor qualification shall be with the applicable to the qualification documentation listed in 5315 with the qualification plates for the fabricated in accordance with the test plate with the listed with the applicable with the qualification documentation with the welder operative with the qualified the document 5315 should not be considered qualified into weld with the corner for the document unless the requirements of 569 that are also met. 5633 with the welder operator performance qualification 120 KSI with the greater filler mill with the procedure of the military 120-140 series filler mills with the following additional with the welder operator performance qualification requirements apply. Initial performance qualification is required with the same filler type of the weave than weld in production, regardless of the welder qualification step with the A5 with the filler material with the done in accordance with the 5631, 5362. Respect for the welder performance specification, mill 120S for the gas mill arc welding qualified and 140S for the vice versa for the welder performance qualification 12018 for the shield motor arc welding mill 140 118 vice versa. Welding operators shall undergo to establish training program to demonstrate with the examination understand that all of the aspects of the welding, proceed with the technique with the include with the preheat, interpret with the temperature control with the heat, but hydrogen remove with the methods of the perform in the production welding. Alright, 564, welder operator, essential variables. Each welder operator qualification include the information table 18 with each qualification record, add the information table 18 with include the welding qualification record with the welding operator qualification base material. When the drug with the testing with the evaluation of the base material is compatible with the filler metal with regardless of the weld bearability with the comparative strength with the volumetric inspection with the blue with the destructive with the testing with the base material with the carbon steel with the non-destructive testing requirement C59. Welder operator qualification filler metal requirement of filler metal you with the welder operator qualification should be in conformance with the table 4 with the welder operator qualification filler metal category shown in the table 19 may be applied welding similar as well with the dissimilar with the base of the combination with qualified for the procedure filler metal. Any filler metal not listed in the table 4 may be used with all procedure qualification criteria to meet in accordance with the chain with the qualification filler material with the performance the external with the documents applicable with the filler materials related to welder operator qualification performed outside of the document with the filler material with the U with the qualify with the welder operative list with the table 4 with the sheet with the table 19 with additional filler metal material groups over the welder operator should be the U with the operator the filler material with the U with the qualification is not in accordance with the table 4. 5221 welder shall requalify welder operator qualification position. Each of the welder operator qualified in positions table 16 and the 17 which shall be the way with welding in accordance with the welding performance specification of the welder operators qualify in one or more positions shall be considered the qualified with another positions according to the with see table 16 and 17 for the details to the description of the positions. See AWSA 3.0 M and M qualification percent qualified. 56431 qualification position for woman external with the document saying welder operator qualified application qualification documentation C table 16 with the table 17 applicable position qualified in accordance with the document the qualified welder operator procurement qualification record any welder the operator perform the welder the performance qualification record with the test of the which path of the qualification requirement the qualified with the welding operator within accordance with the document all applicable essential variable listed in table 18 shall provide the limitation type of the welder qualification to be recorded as the pre-qualification record. Welding qualification record. Previous welding operator qualification. Re-qualification tested by the welder with the welder operator properly documented with the meet with the requirements of 569 with the acceptable with the approval of the procurement contractor off of the technical authority transfer of the qualification. Performance qualification shall not be the transfer of the any of the test performance qualification any of the location of another location. It need not permitted with the welder qualification with the requirements of 563 and 569 with the renewal of the qualification welder the welding operator re-qualified in accordance with the document of the following reason that has not moved well with the classified process of the period exceeding the 6 months with the community record with the has been to the proceed with the traceability process view. As required for the grant, the procuring of the contractor offer the due for the specific review of the questionability of the performance quality of the work of the welder operator, maintenance of the qualification, should be the responsible and the building team of the traceability continue refer each of the welder operator evidence of maintenance of the qualification shall consider at least one verification of the process of each of the qualified welding processes. During a 6-month period shall provide with the procuring contract offer the plan on the request to continue the record but cannot produce the request for the procurement contracting offer the welder operator qualification shall consider the desired re-qualification issue shall be required that the continuing record shall be maintained with the entirety of each of the welder operator employment and even the life of the contractor, whichever is greater. Reach out for the requirement of the performance qualification test assembly of each of the applicable requirement initial test failure should the documented welding qualification record with the reach out to allow with the end of the following condition the two of the reach out of the assembly weld without further training each of the test assembly each position which fail with both the test assembly show the determined acceptable welder to qualify or subsequent retest of the weld with each of the tests assembly failed to meet with the requirements of the document weld with the welder operator had at least 4 hours of the document training practice with the design with the correct for the cause of the previous failure with the training with the practice with the initial test failure with the documented welding qualification record. The stroke of the test over the requirement of the type of the number of the stroke of the test estimate the requirement of the procedure qualification both of the weld class type of identified with the table 6 with all the stroke of the testing result will include with the procurement qualification record of the welding qualification record with the conduct of the stroke of the testing show with the IS over the IEC 1702C5 with the accredited with the internal quality of the document with the stroke of the testing with the internal quality document that include with the procedure with the equipment used for the testing calibration record with the documentation appropriate equipment calibration prior to the use in accordance with applicable testing and the same with the internal quality assurance documentation with the U with the document show with the deliver the procurement contractor offer show with approval prior to you with the subcontractor with the distress with the testing show with the trim of the testing facility of the comply with the under this section. District with the testing personnel with the qualification, and even the complete with the district with the testing and internal to develop with the training with the pro plan with the district with the testing personnel with the training plan with shall be made available to procuring with the contractor offer the plan with the request, and with the subcontractor with the district with the testing show with the ISO IEC with the I-170-25 with except for the test facility, the visual inspection bend with the macro adds for the PPDIT test, fill the weld break test sample to complete with a certified visual inspection for the tension redo for the section tension testing tensile testing expensive with the extracted with the test plate shown in the figure 4 with the tensile test sample to prepare with the test and I quote for the AWSB 40. Test reduce the section tension acceptable guide to the acceptable tension test specimen the non-armored welding proceed with the test coupons for the test over the strength with the trim with the grade with the equal with the specified with the tensile strength with the weak and the break base material with the armored weld with the include with the shield with the proof of the procurement the contractor officer with the armor with the material with the proceed with the proof of the procedure contracting officer under matching with the filler with the material tensile strength should be with the acceptance for the criteria but in with the test should be the only perform with the welding involved with the non-armored base material with the test sample to perform prepared test in accordance with AWSB 40 guide bend test with the specified over the table 6 with the joints with the specified with the longitude of the transverse of the test plate with the thickness of the greater than 3/8 of an inch size bend with the specimen with a prepared 3/8 of an inch wide should be U with the place with the face read with the bend test with the specimen. Total specimen of the quantity with the test regardless of the type of the bend test specimen. The bend testing acceptable quantity with acceptable test specimen. After the bend testing should with no singular disc continually greater than 1/8 of an inch. Cumulative with the disc continually length with the 9 C with 3/8 of an inch with the disc continually greater than 1/3 Q with an inch graph with occurring with the coin with the specimen with the during temp with the gravity considered unless there is definite evidence for result of the inclusion of internal defect with the opening of the base of the material metal with the outside of the welding material with the heated defects zone with the shall not even cause of the rejection. Macro etching testing. Cross-section weldment and macro etching. The testing should be taken with a 1 inch of the grade of the turf of the top of the weld with a macro etch sample. Should be prepared with a testing cone with the ASTM and the E340. A macro etch weld with a cross-section should be recorded with a digital image of the reference scale embedded with the image of the digital image. Should be tabbed with the procurement qualification records. The table 6 with the number of the specimen that required with the quantity with the location specimen. That should be taken with an equal distance about the weld length. The macro etch the sample required with the procurement qualification record in accordance with table 6. Macro etch for the acceptance of the criteria for the acceptance of the micro etch sample to meet with the requirement of 59213 with the table 20. Additional acceptable welded metric with the defined with the weld set with the not less for the contract corresponding metric with the applicable with the fabrication of the document with the no side of the joint penetration. Welds there, the specified of the partial joint penetration. Specified of the applicable fabrication documentation. Weld side with not less than the depth of the groove with the groove of the acceptance. For the hardness testing. Base material with the testing with the armor grade steel with the shell with the core with the relevant armor specification with the test plate with the subject with the hardness valve with the core with the ASTM with the E92 with the recommended lab with the 10 kilogram with the conversion of the hardness scale with another scale with the shell with the core with the ASTM and the E140 hardness everything non armor grade steel should be the core with the E10 and E18 E92 with the ASTM the hardness testing report generation test location core with the AWSB 40 micrograph clear showing the weld metal heat affected zone with the region with the produce with the hardness of the intentions corresponding with the value of the clearly visible in micrograph graph. The hardness testing location of the survey should be covered with the base material with the one side of the joint, continuing with the heat affected zone with the region with the cover of the welded metal with the roof of the other hazardous joint with the region with the base material with the opposite side with the joint with a minimum of 3 points. It's going to be taken with the material of the region specimen between 5/8 of an inch, 7/8 of an inch. Weld interface of the 800ths of an inch from the surface of the parallel in line with the drawing with the trim and the toe with the minimum of 3 points. Should be taken with the heat affected zone with the parallel trail with the verse. Should be taken the roof of the weld with the double with the weld with the third parallel with the transverse. Should be taken at 800th of an inch from the circumference of the surface that's described above with the example of the testing location of the with available to AWSB 4 with a minimum of 15 points per transverse is recommended. Hardening test sample penetration. Hardness sample penetration should be within with the ACM with the testing standards selected with the final surface of hinge with adequate with the clear micrograph that required with the hardness report with the thermal cutting shall not be with the prepare the sample with the hardness test with the hardening transverse maybe to perform in the reverse micro etch sample of the hardness testing sample with the criteria with the converted with the micro hardness valve with the obtained with a minimum of 3 points for the base material with the region specimen with the taking them between the 5 to 18 with an inch and 7/8 of an inch for the welded interface shall be within correlating hardness valve with the range of the acceptable applicable the base material staying within plus or minus 5% of the margin permanent with the measure air with a minimum of 3 points with the taking with the heat affected zone that should report the monitor of the production hardness cause of the welding. If there is no applicable the hardness requirement of the base material staying with the hardness for the base of the material with the tested prior with the welding operation include with the preheat with the conversion ultimate testing tensile strength should be permitted to fill weld break test with the sample should be prepared testing in accordance with the AWSB 40. Each specimen test to show that minimum of 1 weld start and stop. The field weld break test accepting the criteria for the weld break test shall be acceptable to the following condition of the met with no evidence lack of the interlayer fusion, non-incomplete root fusion, no porosity inclusion exceeding 94,000 of an inch in either direction, with no porosity inclusion larger than 2.4 millimeters. Large dimensions, some of it does not exceed 1/8 of an inch and the 2 inch of the length of the weld with the provide port with including less than 1/32 of an inch of the extrude with the stabilization projection, proof of projection, impact testing, all parameters penetration initial testing. Class 1 procedure qualification performed in accordance with Appendix A. The Sharpie V-notch testing. Sharpie V-notch testing with the data is included with the procurement procedure qualification record with the required with the Class 1 weld with the E-table 6 with the noting of the field weld with the qualification not required with the Sharpie V-notch for the carb V-notch sample that should be extruded extract for the test plate with shown in the figure 4 with the tube type of the Sharpie V-notch sample to extract with the test plate with the label of the weld with the heat affected zone with 5 samples with each of the type of the show will be taken for the qualifying the tube material with the performance qualification record with the 5 sample the heat affected zone should be taken in each of the base material with the Sharpie V-notch for the test with the Sharpie V-mag impact test should be conducted with the chrome for the ASTM and the E23 with the exemption of the temperature over the time test for the sound specimen and shall be removed within the weld within 1 second within each surface of the material with the notch for the normal with the surface of the screw bound specimen the reference of the heat affected zone of the remove with approximately depth of the midway with between the surface of the current and the thickness of the coupon with the heat affected zone of the impact of the specimen the transverse exit for the weld for the edge of the define with the heat affected zone of the notch for the CV Sharpie V-notch specimen the Sharpie with the normal with the material surface in such a manner with the include with the heat affected zone with the possible resulting fracture if the qualification plate with a dissimilar metal with the heat affected zone on each side of the shall be treated separately with a shell to shell consist of the specimen that should be tested with the low with the temperature of the determined grade with the highest and lower values of the specimen the disregard of the value of the 3 remaining specimens shall equal to exceed the impact value determined below. Alternatively, 3 specimens prepared with the test of the values of the 3 specimens shall equal to exceed the maximum value determined below. With the test temperature determined separately from the the heat affected zone sample shall be the lowest value applicable material test specified the material fill metal specification specified commercial filler metal specification with no applicable military specification. They specify the base material specification negative degree 40 degrees Fahrenheit. They will not define any specification. Sharpie V-notch acceptance criteria for each set of the 5 specimen with the 3 valve with the report with the average of the value with the dropping a high for the lowest value with the 5 with the average value with the weld metal with the shall exceed equal or exceed the specified with the military filler specification with no applicable to military specification commercial filler metal specification. Heat affected zone with the original average value with the equal to the exceed of the base for the metal specification with the minimum applied of the value of the document and procedure qualification record of the procedure with the include with the new procedure of the development. This was supplemented with the procedure qualification record of the base material with the repair qualification of the welded plate with a dissimilar base material. Each heat affected zone should be treated separately. District for the test with a single district for the test specimen other than the Sharpie V9 of the qualification plate with the acceptance criteria retest of the plate may be the perform of the retest include the 2 additional specimens on the same qualification plate with a 4 fail with the district for the test. Retest shall be the only acceptance of the both additional specimen meet with the acceptance criteria with the original qualification plate with the lack from the 2 with additional crowd with the test specimen with the supplemental test plate should be created with the door using the original parameter to support additional specimen of the generation addition with the test base specimen failed with the meet with the acceptance of the qualification acceptance of the demon and ownership of the now testing no test retesting shall be allowed with the new qualification of the test plate shall be fabricated. Alright, the stroke of the testing record retention. All but the stroke of the testing record should be retained with a period of performance with a contractor minimum. The stroke of the testing record should be delivered for the procurement of the contractor upon the record of the non-stroke of the testing with a personal qualification. Requirement of the individual performing the any of the mass of the non-stroke of the test shall mean the qualification requirement of the non-stroke of the testing of the level of certification requirement of the ANSI with the ANST with CP 189 AIA and NAS 410 except for the listed below with the non-stroke of the test level should be determined of the non-stroke of the test. Written practice for the alternatively any certification ANST the Central Certification Program ACCCP is recognized with a certified with the non-destructive testing level with examination certified with the inspection determined compliant with the well with the requirement of the team with the result of the inspection proceeded with an indication inconclusive of the well should be inspected with another non-destructive testing examination method. Alright, and neither the responsible for the spill of the it, neither the insurer of the all of the subcontractor qualified certified contact with the non-destructive testing is required with the chair, visual and inspector qualification, certified visual inspector with the authorized the visual inspector and authorized visual inspector should be you the visual with the verification of the weld quality. Visual inspector will undergo the new version I with exam should be administered every 3 years with unless otherwise specified certified authority with a certified visual inspector. The certified visual inspector I exam is administered qualified licensed medical professional authorized visual inspector inspector of the eye exam of the maybe to perform it with the color perception of the test so that not recover the no failure for the inspector qualification rejection. No visual inspector is not qualified to perform any type of the non-destructive testing unless the requirements of 583 are met. Certified visual inspectors shall have the authority to summon the certified inspector in accordance with the documentation certified with the accordance with the release. One of the following current certification in accordance with the AWSC QC1 is certified welding inspector, senior certified welding inspector, SCWI. Current certified welding inspector qualified with the Canadian Welding Bureau, CWB. Level 2, level 3 requirements are going with the CSA with the 178, with the current level 2 with the visual inspector with the V2 with the certification grader and according with the ANSI, ANSG, CP 189. Authorized visual inspector with the welding inspector with the qualified and according with the benefit of the hearing of the visual inspector examine the weld working under the supervision of the certified visual inspector with the authority to summon the certified visual inspector of the weld examination. Approve of the visual inspection shall be with the certified visual inspector or if the visual inspector qualified the documents for the other listed with the 5A2 volume with the training with the qualified visual inspector with the training program with the according with the AWSP 51, B52, MST, SNT, the DC1A with the equivalent documentation authorized government procuring contract officer with a certified visual inspector. Alright, previous to certified visual inspector certification. Previous to certified certification is according for the F8 with 5821. Previously for the need with additional training specified with the 85822 with allowed with the media qualification of the authorized visual inspector with the qualified manner with the restricted within 2 years following with the expiration of the certificate. In this case, the external qualification that has lab with the vision test shall be passed with being able to perform an authorized visual inspection. Other non-destructive test for the non-destructive test as personnel should be qualified, certified, and according with the ANSI and non-destructive test not covered by the ANSI, but the person should qualify with a capable, comparable level of competency with administrative examination, particular method, and the certified with the non-destructive test level 3 inspector should be reason availability with examination overall personal qualification certificate and program liquid penetration test, mechanical magnetic particle testing, and electromagnetic testing, ultrasonic testing, radiograph testing, and digital recording testing, and radiograph interpreter. Yeah. Non-destructive testing re-examination. If the government procuring contract and non-destructive testing relevant energy engineering representative has the reason to believe that the individual is unable to completely perform the non-destructive testing with an individually certified base for the interruptive certificate shall they have the practical written examination made administrative the corn with the ANSI, ANST with the AI and the NAS. And then the individual trained with the one entity with another the non-destructive testing with the re-examination required with the accordance for the new entity with the non-destructive testing written with the practice with the personal qualification certification, all personnel qualified certified with a nationally recognized certification program, and ASAWSC Canadian Welding Bureau and ASNT with should be except for the re-examination transferring of the one and need to do another alternative with the non-destructive testing with a specification with the standard with the alternative of the inspection program that meets with a similar requirement of the document to be used with the alternative program shall be submitted to the procuring contractor offer the proof of the applicable with the government non-destructive testing level 3 product is being used. Personal qualification documentation. Personal qualification documentation shall be maintained for the entire length of the employment and individual life of the contract, whichever the procuring contract officer may conduct the review of the personal documentation staff of the conformance of the standard with any of the time there's no stroke of the testing. Requirement of the section cover the requirement of the conducting non-destructive testing to determine the purpose of the discontinuity unless otherwise specified the non-destructive testing performed with accordance with the requirements of section military standard 2035 of the document shall also show for the fabrication documentation fabric documentation referred to any of the document otherwise recover the technical authority class of the weld with the required with the non-destructive testing with the table 21 inspection method tab with the required with the per class weld with the method of the non-destructive testing with the specified with the contractor with the drawing non-destructive testing indicated with the indicating flaw of the process of evaluation shall be in accordance with the figure 14. Note with the term of the inspection testing examination commonly used with the interchangeable non-destructive testing. Non-destructive testing, welding, instructive, non-destructive testing, welding, written, instructive, perform the examinations of prepare with the uniquely identified with the written instruction and have with the written certification, app with the non-destructive testing, level 3, instructive, the procuring of the contract offer the manual with the deck of the review of the non-destructive testing, written instruction, the stuff, the conformance, and stand with all of the non-destructive testing, proceed with the performance according to the conformance of the Informative with a non-instructional testing, written instruction with each of them with a non-instructional testing with a written instruction shall include, but not limited to, the scope of the purpose of the application, equipment involved, the specification, equipment, the consumable, test setup, qualification, certification, calibration as reference of required qualification, personal required for the performance said instruction, the reference, external test method, proceed with the ASTM, and the detail of the which and how the instruction is applied with the performance acceptance criteria, with the record of the reporting result. Holding time prior to non-distributed testing of the non-synthetic high-strength steel and cast homogeneous RHH armor grade steel greater than 3/10 of an inch thickness. Non-distributed testing examination acceptance shall be conducted no less than the following after the weld has cooled the ambient temperature for all of the very high, ultra, and the ultra high hardness. Final non-restricted examination of the substance with the conduct no less than the following with after the water well cool aiming the temperature regardless of the thickness, 24 hours for the performing ultrasonic test, 36 hours with the radio test, 48 hours with the volumetric particle and magnetic test. Required visual inspection can be completed with immediately prior with the completion of ultrasonic radio test, preliminary non-restricted examination, advisable avoid production related with the documentation identified with the detail of the not related with the delay with hydrogen, correct with the defect with the during with the preliminary non-restricted test. Maybe the draft with the hold in the period complete with the restarting with the whole period of any defects and identified with the draft the following. First hold of the period shall be subject to any with additional hold period. Alternative storage with the mitigate with the delay with the hydrogen cracking shall be support with the data with the shall be submitted with the procuring contractor offer the review with acceptable prior with the amending of the length of the time. Surface penetration, welding contours, and interfere with the non-restricted profit, the interpretation, non-restricted test, and determine the result reasonable with the level 3 with the non-restricted, with the non-restricted written instruction with the applicable statement, except for the surface it irregulates. Tightly adhere splatter with the remove the suitable mechanical profit that will not adhere with the interpretation of the non-destructive test, all non-permanent backing of the material remove with the prior with the performance of the non-destructive testing. Frequency of the non-destructive testing examination. All of the welds visually inspect for the 100% frequency with the deviation of the weld with cover for the inspect for the prior of the beginning of the acceptable sample planning. Develop the non-destructive testing activities with according with the mill standard 1916 verification level of class 1, 2, and 3 weld with the very level of verification level of VI class 3 weld VLV VI class 5 and 4 and verification level 2, alternate acceptance method they require for the requirement of procedure should incorporate the military standard 1916. Inadvertent examination and indication could discover the inadvertent examination of travel with the non-restricted evaluation per officer G figure 14 and indication interpreted relevant and evaluated with the acceptability indication value whether reject with the defect with the repaired according to the 512 with the examine the after final repair with the screen with the new non-restricted method for the original inadvertent inspection of the examination for the performance radio testing ultrasonic repair does not exceed with the two weld layers of the magnetic testing volumetric testing or simple method of examination with the repair with the high strength steels, armor graded non-destructive testing. All time shall apply with any reply shall be recorded with a non-destructive examination report. Inadvertent defects. Inadvertent examination discover the reject weld that indicate with a particular drawing with the remaining with the drawing with the examined addition with the indication with an interpreted code with the 5915 with the 5916. Non-destructive testing with examination reports with the non-destructive testing is performed with the non-destructive testing examination report shall be prepared. Examination report with available the procurement contract to the officer of the department required for the non-destructive testing examination report shall include a minimum of the following: method of examination, non-destructive testing with a written instruction with the unique identification date and time of the inspection acceptance criteria with the weld joint design classification or upon identification welding procedure identification stage manufacturing inspection process final repair test result with acceptance reject signature of the responsible for the non-destructive testing level 2 and 3 inspector the name of the weld with the welding operated non-destructive testing with the non-destructive testing symbol U with the drawing with the symbol that should be in with the AWSA 24 with the non-destructive testing with the visual testing and examination all completed weld to be visually inspected by the visual inspector, not unless specified shall be added without approval of the procurement contractor. All of the visual testing procedures will contain a minimum of the requirements of 5916 for the following information: type of the weld, surface to inspect for the special measure of the device to be used with the visual aid with the reference of the stand with the workmanship at the end of the listing inspection arbitrary the visual inspection and listing in requirement acceptable criteria for the classification defect for the records requirements. Visual testing surface luminance of the shall be with the 540 LX with the 50 foot candle with a minimum of the luminance should be held with a minimum of the inch 6 inches of the P to be inspected the maximum distance of 18 inches visual testing inspection access. For direct examination, access to the weld should be such that the welder's inspector eye should be within 10 to 24 inches of the examiner. Surface the angle examination shall not be less than 30 degrees with the surface examination. Use of the camera, the fiber optic cable, the mirrors, or the boroscope should be acceptable visual testing, acceptable in accordance with the figure 15, but it is not possible within the required with acceptable standard drawing. Visual testing, acceptable criteria for the acceptable criteria for all the welds should be included with the table 20 with the shall meet the requirement of the applicable fabrication documentation material specification visual testing records. Visual testing record of documentation test results should be developed with visual test. Visual testing should be made available to the procuring contractor office with the requirement that the requesting continually found with the required with the full traceable, the detail of the record with the report with the record photo of the built with the drawing, make of the visual testing FTD with the undertaking of the delivery with the procurement contracting office upon required of the certified visual inspector of the authorized visual inspector should make the determination only applicable welding performance specification qualified approved with the part of the documentation, with the documentation according with the record with the visual inspection contained with a minimum of the requirements of 5916 minimum liquid penetration testing will require with the liquid penetration test shall be used with the following detecting the resonance of the surface to discontinue with the over the class 12 of the procurement penetration test shall be performed in accordance with ASTM 165, 160, 14, 17, and those are both in the M versions as well for all classes. Liquid penetration testing surface penetration, also for the examination shall be prepared in accordance with the ASTM 14, 17, and M. Liquid penetration testing acceptance for the criteria, the criteria of the welded should be in accordance with the table 20 with the liquid penetration classification with the penetration examination profit of the material should be classified in accordance with the ASTM 14, 17, and 14, 17, M. Liquid penetration test report with the penetration test examination record shall contain a minimum of 1 to 5916 with the penetration material with the classification code with the 592233 with the magnetic particle test with the required magnetic particle test with the should be given the detection surface with the near the surface of the discontinued ferrometric metal with the material with the particle inspection testing process to perform in accordance with the ASTM client class well with the magnetic particle testing surface penetration officer with the exam of the prepared with the accordance with the ASTM magnetic particle testing acceptance for the criteria for the acceptance criteria for the weld should be in accordance with the table 20 with the magnetic particle test to report magnetic testing particle examine the record shall contain with the minimum requirement of the 5916 for the instrument the manufacturer showed model with the number of unique identification with the yokes excluded. Ultrasonic testing, however, the ultrasonic testing should view the detection discontinued throughout the volume of the material of the measurement of the wall for the evaluation bound with the characteristic geometric figuration. Ultrasonic testing for the perceived detecting of the performance of AWF and AVC with the perceived development and AVC with the instrument and the calibration of the class 2 welds. Ultrasonic testing surface penetration also with the examined with the cleaning of 3 with the loose scale with the loose paint with the other loose form matter. Surface to be inspected to have with the finish with no grit within 250 roughness average of the micro inch with the be free with the waviness for the interfere with the test wells must be inspected with as well with the condition 5 of the required with the test sensitive with the inspection to cover the maintain with the weld reinforcement for the ground flush for the provided flat surface with the ultrasonic inspection with to be accomplished with the weld with the ultrasonic testing and acceptance criteria to proceed with the development in accordance with the AWF with the acceptance criteria should be in accordance with the acceptance of the criteria statistically non-tubular connection section procedure developed in accordance with the AVC with an ultrasonic inspection military standard 2035 class 3. Ultrasonic testing remember the ultrasonic testing inspection report should contain with a minimum requirement of 5916 with the accordance with the applicable material with the technical both in electromagnetic testing should only be used with the required with the drawing of the military specification within the approval of the procuring contractor with offers. AT should be used with the detection surface to indicate for the electromagnetic testing performed in accordance with the ASTM E3052 with electronic testing surface penetration also for the examined with the prepared in accordance with the ASTM E3052. Her electromagnetic testing acceptance from the criteria. All continuation of electronic testing will remain with the magnetic test examination for hermetic material, with the particle testing examination of the non-ferrous metallic evaluated in the core criteria. The method electromagnetic testing reports electromagnetic testing is in accordance with the accordance 5916 ASTM and the E566 shall include the magnetic testing particle testing report. Radiographic testing of the radio required with the X-ray with the gamma ray, the source for the determinant presence of the discontinue with the testing. Should be performed in the core with the ASM and the E9494M, the E1032 with the E1714 with the class of level digital radiograph. Only the radiograph with the examination computed radiograph with a photostimulable luminescence method. Radiographic with the digital detector array with a computed tomograph over the computed radiographic problem procedure examination performed in accordance with the ASU and the AAM. All proceed with the examination of the DDA digital detector array performed in accordance with the ASU and the L computed radiograph proceed with the examination in accordance with the ASU and the ASU and the 1441 1570. Radiation, I'm almost done with the chapter. Radiation and imaging system ionizing radiation with the radiation, I'm going to cut the tape there.